We talking top 10, my fault.
You good?
One and two is Braun and Jordan. And then at three solid, I got Kareem.
You got Kareem?
Now,
Okay.
yeah. Now 4 through 11, 4 through 10, whatever you want to call it, interchangeable. Don't care what order you have them in. But these are the guys that I need to see there. I've got Kobe, I've got Tim Duncan, I've got Shaq, era tax included, yes, but I got Wilt, Hakeem, Steph, Magic, and Bird.
I don't got no problem with it. I don't got no problem with him.
And again, interchangeable depending on whatever you value 4 through 11. Like I don't like seeing the Kobe's not top 10 and
Yeah, that's
debates.
crazy.
Now
That's
the
crazy.
top five debate, I will definitely entertain that because I can see arguments for certain players over him. Like I get it,
Hmm.
but not top 10 is just crazy.
Yeah,
I think
that's
you don't move ball if you don't got him in your
yeah,
top
that's
10.
that's insane, bro. Like when I hear like 11 and all that, that's just insane, bro.
And
I
I
mean, my
wasn't a Kobe fan either, but
no, I was a Kobe fan. He had me rocking a little nappy fro back in the day, man. I was a big Kobe fan.
I
I
was a
still
Shaq
got
guy. I was a Shaq guy. I had a Shaq jersey, you know.
I got Shaq ranked before him. So I think my top. I'm not saying think. I know my top 10 is Bron, Jordan, Shaq, Kobe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I put Shaq before Kobe because you got to figure like, dude.
But before Kareem too.
Yeah. See,
Are
here's
we
the
are we
thing.
era taxing? Era taxing?
Yeah, I'm always air taxing for my for
Okay,
my for
that's
my
fair.
list, and
That's
and
fair.
the reason why I do that is because real. I don't knock nobody for their list, but for
Mhm.
me, I didn't watch 50 games, 60, 70 games of Kareem. I was born 85. So
That's
I can't,
fair. That's
so I
fair.
didn't see the evolution of him. I didn't like I can understand why an old head or someone older than me, because I'm a unk. But I can see how someone older than me, they can see Kareem as a better center as Shaq because they watched him in UCLA and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
I watched Shaq like dominate that position. Like I'm talking, you talking about a dude who averaged 38 points in the finals for the most part. You know,
Hmm.
like you got to think about Shaq. He didn't shoot threes. He barely can make free throws. He barely shot from 12 feet. His game. But also biased. I'm from Philly, so
No, that's fair.
AI, AI be my six. If seventh it'd be KD. I'm not gonna lie, it's KD. Then I go Garnett. Then I go
Mm.
Garnett. Yeah, yeah. I got Garnett ranked ahead of Tim Duncan, and then I'm gonna go Giannis and Steph. I feel like
I,
I'm missing somebody though,
I like Giannis in there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
because
Not gonna lie to
I
you.
say here's the thing. I say Giannis is the number one power forward. I like KG. I like KG because I like
Over
KG.
Tim Duncan though?
This is why I'm gonna this is why I'm putting him over Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan never had to average over 35 points to win a championship. He never like I watched Giannis average 35 points to win a championship and score 50 points. 50 points in a closeout game, and he also play how I want a power forward to play. Tim Duncan is more fundamentals for sure, but he
Hmm.
played in a system where he only had to average 21 points to win.
Now, how
Like
much of that is accredited to the pace? Because you got to remember, Spurs, like not just dead ball era of basketball, but Spurs were also in the bottom five of pace of play on the regular. So that 21 is out of usually around high 80s, sometimes mid 80s
mhm.
for the game being scored. You feel me?
Right, right. No, I'm with you, but the thing is, like I said, I got like for instance, I put KG up in front of Tim Duncan as well because of raw ability. Like I remember going,
Okay.
yeah, like you know what I mean, this raw ability. Like I remember going home when I was a young boy. I remember racing home to see the Timberwolves play because they didn't get a lot of TV time. And I remember me and my friends looking at KG as like a 7 foot guard. It was like that the
Man,
first
look
7 foot
here.
guard,
I,
you know,
I
in
be
my
trying to
eyes.
tell these kids they see the essence of KG and like his approach to the game, the mentality, the passion, everything like that, and they think that he was some type of bruiser. But in reality, he was finesse. Like
Yep.
if he takes 2 steps back on half of his jumpers, we
Yep.
looking at another. I don't know the exact number. I'm gonna just throw out another 5,000 points because he's
Yep.
a king of foot on the line, long twos, but that's really his shot. You
Yep.
feel me?
Nah, for sure. So for me with him, and I remember watching Tim Duncan, and I know he's good, but I remember like him trying to dribble up the court. I never forget this,
Mm.
man. I remember watching him play against the Lakers. He was dribbling
I
up
know
the
what you're
court,
talking about.
and then he just traveled. He tried to jump stop, and he just traveled. And it's like, see, like how can I put that ahead of Giannis, who I know going to push the basketball on a break and then run through guys and dunk it? How can I put that in front of KG, and I know he can push that basketball and make decisions? And then KG also came from high school. You look at him and Tim Duncan
Yeah,
head-to-head matchup. I think they're like one rebound apart. Everything else is the exact same, identical. And KG was able to figure it out as a high school player versus coming into a system like Tim Duncan. So I like the raw ability of play. That's why Allen Iverson's in there because he just
I feel
came in.
that. I'm seeing where the values lie within your list. Like I had said before, my list, I'm taking into account accolades, stats, how the career played out, factoring a little bit of eye test, and then error tax, everything like that. I'm seeing the main value of your list being raw ability and how
Mm-hmm.
and then leading into how they capitalize off of that. Because
Right.
everybody in your list, like the most talented players, obviously, but they also accomplished something throughout their careers as well.
No, for
There's
sure.
nobody in like I don't see no like who's somebody who's mad talented, but just, like all due respect to Tracy McGrady,
Mm-hmm.
like it could have been easy for somebody to say, "Oh, Kobe, then T Mac," and nah, because
Right.
you still got to be able to make something shake
No, and you know another
as
thing,
raw as he was.
part of my list too is like, all right, we real hoopers. Me and you hoop. You playing basketball at one of the highest levels. You play basketball further than me. You know how hard it is to come in as a pro and then actually put your footprint in the game as a pro immediately. Michael
Facts.
Jordan did that. LeBron James did that. Allen Iverson, first year, did that.
Did that.
Kevin Garnett was considered a ticket raw ability
Did
coming
that.
in. Did
Did
all
that.
those guys came in and it's hard to really replace. Now, Kobe Bryant didn't go, he came off the bench, but at the same time, he worked his way up. He changed the game of how we look at work ethic.
Kobe is the most unique out of all the stars. And when
Mm-hmm.
people talk about his career, you have the I don't like the over glamorization of his career
Mm-hmm.
because it diminishes the beauty of it. We got to see him play multiple roles and find success in each role, almost as if like his career like damn near played out like a my career storyline. We
Right.
like came in rookie out of high school, not really having the most opportunity. We talking 7 points a game that first year.
Mm-hmm.
Just another average rookie, but still high hopes. Then he gets opportunity the next year, becomes an all-star, youngest all-star ever at the time,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
When you look at when you go back, and this is what I talk about. A lot of people like to rewrite history. Kobe didn't make the all-star game strictly off of his stats because, in all honesty, he was putting up the same, like a little bit worse, honestly, but same stats as Jeff Hornacek on the Jazz
Uh-huh.
with John Stockton and Karl Malone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we saw the potential of what he could be. On top of that, he's doing this as the youngest player in the league.
No, for
You feel
sure.
me?
For sure. For
Like,
sure.
and then we saw the development. Like, yes, he was second option to Shaq, but then eventually he got to the point where okay, like I'm a little too good to just be looked at as a second option. So
Yeah.
now it's 1-2 punch, 1A, 1B. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
settle for that. He wants his team. He wants to be the guy.
Yep.
Then we got to see he got his reality check, what it really takes to be the guy. Oh,
Yep.
I'm averaging 36 a game, whatever, but we not winning shit. So
Right.
now I need to learn how to be a better teammate. I need to learn how to take all this gravity that I have and make my teammates threats as well. That's
Facts.
when you see everybody who want to talk about clutch gene and everything like that. Kobe passed the ball to Ron Artest in the clutch,
Yep.
and
Mm-hmm.
had to have that trust in your teammate in order to get it done when you're the main guy.
Yep.
It's different when you're the main guy versus having the best player in the world and Shaq on your team as well. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me?
That's a tough task. That's a tough task to be able to get that. And you gotta figure too, the paint most times clogged up because Shaq down there. Shaq wasn't stretching the floor,
Exactly.
so he had to pick and choose when he wanted to score. He picked the right, and most times he picked the right decision. So yeah, so a lot of my guys on my list is always going to be about raw ability, what they did when they first came in the league. But sometimes people can change my mind, like a guy like Steph Curry. Steph Curry in my top 10. But he
I
came.
hated Steph Curry for the longest. He definitely changed my mind.
But he changed my mind. You know what I mean? Like you can't put Steph Curry in your top 10. He changed the game. He changed everything. But yeah, I don't purposely try to lead the guys before I was competent to understand basketball. I just don't do that personally because part of this brand, we got the brainwash to think elite, and we try. I try to use the tool of basketball to um, help not say mold, but try to show people how like the media kind of push
Hmm.
people to
Oh,
like
for
certain
sure.
stuff. So I want people to think for themselves. Like if I didn't see Magic Johnson play over 3 seasons, I'm not gonna put Magic Johnson in. I know he was great. I know he broke barriers. I know all those things, but I'm not gonna put him in there. Like I remember my old head told me this. I remember saying Isaiah Thomas was one of my favorite point guards, but I was like 13 years old. And my old head was like, yo, why Isaiah Thomas your favorite point guard? You never even seen him play. But I'm like,
See,
you know what I mean? Like,
for
but I'm
me,
not, but I'm
I didn't
not.
see him play in person, but I grew up on the hardwood classics, and
Mhm.
my grandfather's a coach. Parents played as well.
There you
So
go.
back to like my family background in basketball, I grew up having to watch those old games. Like he
Got you. Okay.
in the basement, full tapes, like random NBA games, like
Mhm.
most random NBA games just on tape for no reason. And he's sitting me down. He was a coach, so breaking down the game. This is why I want you to watch this player. This is why I want you to watch this player.
Got you.
I had Michael Jordan games on repeat, along with Michael Jordan to the Max, that
Mhm.
original documentary. Like I
Mhm.
had all of that on repeat. So I got like a real special connection to like the ones who came beforehand.
Right.
A different level of appreciation when it comes to like how the guys around my age usually talk about them
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
now on social media.
Yeah. I feel the
It
same
is
way.
different when you get to see it in because at the time when you were a kid, you don't really know the difference. Basketball is basketball.
No, for sure.
Then
I feel the same way.
as you get older, you start to put pieces together. Now everybody think that every game is on YouTube, and
Mhm.
it ain't the same. It's not the
Yeah,
same.
it's not. They bet they best games on YouTube, but I did watch these
Facts.
guys on like the Hardwood Classic and stuff like that. For me, like, but I went to I went to a LeBron James high school game. You know what I mean? So he going to definitely be someone that like
My
how can I
uncle was a
put?
news reporter for one of his high school games.
Yeah,
Yup.
like man, he played against a school called Strawberry Mansion. Strawberry Mansion had a
Man.
guy named Maurice Rice who was like he broke Wilt Chamberlain record in scoring. Went to end up going to George University of George Washington. Now I
Hmm.
went to that game, and I remember thinking Maurice Rice was like an NBA player. You know what I
Then
mean?
Braun beat them by like 35, something like that.
Facts. And I'll never forget when I saw LeBron James. Because here's the thing with LeBron. I remember watching, no, not watching them, but picking up a magazine that used to come to all the high schools. Like it was like high school. It just covered all the top high school players, right? And LeBron James was on there like 3 times. He was on the cover 3 times. And he was like, yo, he the next Jordan. He's gonna be better than Jordan. It was him and Omar Cook or something like that. And I was like,
It was Omar Cook.
it
Your
was
ball
Omar.
knowledge is elite. I want you to know that.
Dog, I'm telling you, I've been around. That's all I did when growing up. So I remember saying to myself, man, he can't be that good. Everybody always comparing people to Jordan. He can't be that good. And I never forget going to his high school game and I see him run out that tunnel. It looked like he was floating. I was like, yo, this is a different type of player right here.
Aura.
I've played with NBA players. I've seen NBA players. I've had NBA players on my AAU teams. But when I see him play, I never forget he did a move, in and out crossover, had his one hand on the backboard, dunked it, and then he was like, "How y'all like that crossover?" I was like, "Yo, this guy is different, bro."
I know
So
exactly what clip you're talking about too. That's the
yeah,
worst part. Because it's in the More Than the Game documentary too.
is it?
It's a still shot. Like they didn't give no context to this move,
Mm,
but by the end he had dunked it, but then also had a hand on the outside of the backboard,
yep,
almost to like catch himself and put himself back on balance.
yep.
And you You don't see high school guys doing that.
Yeah, so like stuff like that. Like even with Kobe Bryant, I remember Kobe Bryant played in the Sunny Hill League. Kobe Bryant played in the Sunny Hill League. And I was still a little young, but I remember people buzzing about, yo, Kobe Bryant playing in the Sunny Hill League. And I remember hearing about him before he went to the league. So stuff like that, like for me, it's hard to put guys I didn't really like see the evolution of. You know what I mean? Like I actually
Okay.
see, like I went to a Dwight Howard high school game. I went to a Sebastian Telfair high school game. I went to these guys' game. I went to a Jameer Nelson playing
Sebastian
that sit.
Telfair,
Yeah,
yo.
I went to those guys. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so for me, it's just a little. It's just I just come from. I try to just shake the basketball world up, bring some different value to it. But all those
I
guys are
like it. I
respected.
like it, man.
All those guys are respected, brother.